Hello and welcome to an Everyday Canines video. This is the Garden Agility series, and in this episode we're looking at how to prevent double jumping. So what is double jumping? Double jumping is when your dog takes a jump and then they take it again, which obviously on a course is an elimination. So Swift doesn't really do this because we've worked a lot, but with Merlin and Sparrow I had this quite often, and that would be a case that they would come round a jump and do it once, and then maybe I'd be in a different position to what they expected and they'd retake it. So an example of double jumping would be this, and I'm going to do it, and she isn't used to it, so I'm going to have to cue her to do it. Okay, ready? Check, 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 jump. Good girl. So I don't train that sort of thing. I know some people do train sort of the dogs to do figure eights over jumps to train their directionals. I never train that because I've had problems with double jumping with my older two dogs. I think why take the chance by giving them the opportunity to learn a behaviour where it is rewarded sometimes for them to take one wing and then take the other. So I had this quite a few times with Sparrow, that I'd come to a course and I'd want to send her around this wing and then move off, or obviously the other wing. That meant that as she came round that jump, she had to then power past the face of the jump. And twice I had it where she did that and then she retook the jump. And on the first time she did it, we were literally 2 jumps from the end from a clear round. So because of that, we were eliminated, we failed that course. So I thought, right, I've got to work on this, I've got to change this, because there will be situations where the optimum wing is the far wing and you're going to need your dog to run past it. It might be to set them up nicely for a weave entry, for a dog walk, and you don't want them to perhaps be doing a pull-in or what have you. So the game I set up with Sparrow was very simple, and it's a game you can play in your garden. So all I did was I started with my dog this side of me and we're going around that wing, so we're making it really easy. And with Sparrow we first of all did it loop, ready, loop, 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 and I dropped in the toy. We're just teaching a wing wrap. And then what I wanted her to do, have you got it? Have you finished eating it? Yodis are slow eaters. Seriously, that took ages and it was only a tiny bit. So then what I did is I moved the toy further out. So sit, sit. So I had it there, say. So now when I send her around, Swift, loop, 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 get it. She's coming past, but really she's driving out to the toy, but she's not going to take the jump because it's not really in her eye line. So then I start moving it in. Swift, sit, sit. So I move it in. Now she's actually got to go past the face of the jump a bit more. Okay, break. Ready, loop, 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 get it. By the way, this is also teaching your dog to turn their back on a reward and do something. It's distraction training. If you're having issues with that, just throw in your reward or reward from you. You can even do this rewarding from your body. So I could send her over there, loop. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Ready? Loop, 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 and reward her here. I'd prefer her to run out to a toy though, because I don't want her thinking that every time you do a wing wrap you run into me. So eventually, sit please, we got the toy here. So now Sparrow had to really go right past the wing, and Sparrow did make mistakes at this stage. This was the point where she went, oh, but especially if I was close, because when I was close to her, my body said she was thinking my body was pushing her over the jump. So that's when she went, oh, I've got to go do this jump. So we had to work on this for a bit to get her to understand that even if I'm tight here to you, doesn't mean my body is not saying take that jump unless it came out of my mouth. Okay, sit. So once we got to there, then we moved the toy out, because now she's got to run past the jump. When the toy was here near the wing, because of the eye line of the dog, it was still very easy to get in there and get that toy because of the eye line. As soon as it's out, now I'm giving her the options, giving the option takeover. Okay, ready? Ready, loop. That's the wrong way, Swift. And sometimes your dog do stuff like that. That'd be the long way. Sit. Break. Nose. We're ready. Come this way. Ready, ready, come this way. Ready, loop, loop, get it. No, you double jumped. And that is what can happen. That is what, she's never done that. And she did it. So, goes to show, doesn't it? Can we try it again and get it right? Okay, loop, loop, get it. Good girl. So that time I did help her out and waited for her. You've never done that. But now I do. Okay. I'll put that out a bit. And again, if you were having difficulties here, you could move the toy so it was over here, so the line wasn't quite so tight. Come on, we got this. Ready, 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 and loop, loop, get it. Determined, aren't we? She had one figure eight, and that's all our training ruined. Ready, loop, 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 get it. Good girl. You have to be careful when you do things like that with the figure eights, because you figured you wanted to do figure eights. I know. Anyway, that goes to show you, firstly, what can go wrong, and then how to work past it. And it's quite obvious to me, I'll be doing some more training with that with the Swift. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like our YouTube channel and subscribe, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram. I hope to see you all again very, very soon.